Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Gail wrote it right here in the outline, so it's St. Patrick's Day. Listen, our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and hard-working crew up here in Southport, and we're looking at a high today of 72, low of 62, and not a bad day to be outdoors. Water temperature is hanging in there at 65 degrees. We've had that heavy fog yesterday, so that could be the third fog in March. So again, this weekend, we're going to talk a lot about the fishing this weekend on tomorrow's show, but we have special guests here, so we're going to sort of move along fairly fast. Our river readings, Apalachicola, have Bluntstown, folks, it's right under 12 foot. It's high, got a little bit of drop to it, but it's going to be high water on the big river. On the Choctawhatchee, we're looking at a river reading of a 6.6, and it's going up, okay? And it's going to be rising water. You can get back in the sloughs, but it's going to be hard to be out in the main body of water and catching fish with this kind of river reading. So just choose your places to go wisely. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at neap tides. We've got a little bit of a tide today. It's going to be low this morning at 6:45 and a high tonight, but we've only got a small tide coming in. We have neap tides for the weekend. Just not going to have any movement in our tides. Our wind is still in double figures, but not quite as bad as it has been. It'll be south-southwest at around 10 today. All right? We'll take a break and come back with our special guest here in the studio. Okay, welcome back, and look who's made a return appearance on the show. Crystal and Lindsay, we're so glad to have y'all back, and you brought Dolly?
Dolly, oh yeah, this most special guest.
Well, she's all excited about it. It's her first TV experience.
This is her first TV show, yeah.
Well, tell us about Dolly real quick.
Dolly is a 5-year-old lab. I've been tracking with her since she was about 4 months old. As soon as season come in, she went with me, followed behind my older dog, and it didn't take long before she surpassed my best dog. This dog right here tracks 200 to 250 deer a season. That's averages about 4 a day. So she's a true athlete, and she never tells me no. Sometimes she tells me get up and go, but she never tells me no. She has just this year reached a major accomplishment. She finished her UBT3, completed it here in the state of Florida. We are the first team ever in the state of Florida to complete it. There's only a dozen other teams in the entire country who's ever passed that test. So it was a major accomplishment for us both. I worked very, very, very hard so that I could keep up with her because I wasn't worried about her abilities. I was worried about my nerves getting the best of us both. But
you made a comment earlier before the show that when they're out there tracking and all that, and when she quits, you say you might as well.
I tell them when this dog right here quits, we just as well go back to the truck because that means your deer's gonna live. This dog right here knows what she's doing, and she's got more drive than any dog that I've ever had. So she'll go and hunt and hunt and hunt, but when she comes back and I say it's the no ma look, she looks at me and she says no ma, and I tell them, all right, y'all, let's go back.
We say she don't lie.
No,
yeah, don't lie.
Dolly don't lie.
She don't lie.
Okay, so listen, we just we had your big weekend 2 weekends ago.
Oh yes.
And I heard what a success it was. I was out of town. I really wanted to go. But tell us about it.
We did have some of your viewers there. It was a great time.
See, I knew some of y'all called me and said you were going.
Yes, we did. We really had a good turnout for our first one. It was absolutely fantastic. We tested a total of 33 dogs. We certified 25 new dogs in the Southeast.
First ever certification in the state of Florida.
First ever in Florida. 8 dogs did fail, but 25 out of 33 passed. So it was a great
event. We had a good turnout, and let me tell you about the lineup. I mean, I know as trackers, we know who these people are. Most people may not, but we had the absolute top trackers out in the entire country. Like, nobody could believe the lineup of people that we had. We had folks from Illinois. We had the top tracker in the state of Illinois. We had the probably top tracker, the true legend in the entire country was there. Special guest for us, Mr. Randy Vick. We had representatives from Oklahoma, Texas, Michigan, I'm talking about all over the country. People showed up for our event. It turned out awesome.
They all came down to Campbellton.
To little old
They
Hamilton,
did.
They said,
Florida.
where
Lily
is
Pad
that?
Adventures,
I know.
and they loved it. Lily Pad was so fantastic, man. They were just so accommodating. Ray and Randy, Ron, Miss Cat, all of them up there.
And a beautiful venue.
Gosh, they're so fantastic. We love them. Yeah, what a beautiful venue. Their lodge up there. Oh,
Okay.
it's so incredible. Not only was it a fantastic event and did we test and certify that many dogs, but some huge accomplishments, like Crystal said, her and Dolly becoming the first UBT3 certified team in the state of Florida.
And she's the Tri-State Tracking Dog
She
of
was
the
the
year.
Tri-State Tracking Dog of the Year. We did some awards as well. Randy Vick was Tracking Legend of the Year. Joey McDonald and his dog Fetty were Green Team of the Year. They're upcomers that have done great this season. My 6-year-old son, Lane, with a Headhunter Sweet Marceline that he got actually from Crystal's yard, were the first and youngest team to do a UBT2 certification.
In the nation.
In the
In the
nation,
nation.
yeah. He's
Awesome.
the first 6-year-old to pass that test. So it was an incredible
We helped
accomplishment
a
for a
lot
kid
of
his age.
a lot of up and coming teams. We had a good day on Friday. We focused mostly on puppy training, people that are wanting to get into it. You know, new dogs, new teams. We split up. We showed them how to lay the tracks to advance their dogs to the next level, and we had such a great turnout. We wound up splitting into like 3 different groups, and it was a great turnout. I mean, I really think that it's important for us to try to help folks, you know, help to get the knowledge out there and the wisdom, because it is something that we need. You know, there's no need in having to leave a deer laying in the woods when there's so many people that are interested in helping.
Yeah.
So,
It sounded like just an incredible success on
oh,
that
it was
weekend.
It
wonderful.
certainly was.
We're-
We're already
we're-
planning for next year.
I'm seeing that. She sent me a stack of pictures last night. What we're going to do, we're going to take a break and come back and start showing the pictures and all. But we make sure that you recognize what a fantastic dog Dolly is. I mean,
Thank you.
I mean,
She-
really,
I'm a little partial because she sleeps at the foot of my bed, but no, she definitely is, and she helps a lot of hunters every year. I couldn't tell you how many deer she recovers, but I can tell you there's a lot of angry coyotes out there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and what about the name? Where'd the name come from?
Oh, Dolly Darling. I call her Dolly Darling because, as you can see, she's so sweet and lovey. She just wants to cuddle. But I say she's like Dolly Parton because when my girls go to singing, my toe goes to tapping, and I can't help but dance because I know they're on the deer.
So you name most of your dogs after some kind of...
Yeah, singers and songs. I've got Tuesdays
yeah.
Gone, Leave 'em Lucille. That's kind of my theme.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Sit here with Crystal and Lindsay, and we've got lots of pictures to show you. So let's get started. This first one, Headhunters. Tell us about Headhunters.
Headhunters Working Dogs is actually my kennel. That's what I track out of. That's what I breed my dogs under. That's actually my livelihood right there.
All right. Okay, now here we go. We got...
So that's Joey McDonald and Fetty, Green Team of the Year for last season. They recovered, I believe, 28 deer their first season tracking. So.
Whoa, strong.
Yep, so this was us breaking up into groups. That's Al Sherman there, showing us how to lay mock
Judge from
tracks, a judge
Wisconsin.
from UBT.
Okay.
UnitedBloodTrackers.org, so that's where you can get some information, any trackers in your area.
Anywhere in the country, that's a good place to know, because no matter what state you're in, if it's legal to track with dogs, they have an interactive map on there where you
Yep.
can pull up wherever you're at and you can find a tracker near you anywhere in the country.
Oh, cool. Uh-oh, I just messed up. Let me get back to... But that is a national organization, right?
Yes, sir. It's
Yes,
a
it
national
is.
organization. It's
The
actually
only
the only one. It's the one that does the certifications. So
Okay.
it's a pretty good group to be a part of.
Some tracking legends here, Mr. Paul Cogette and Andre. Those are a couple of our guest speakers at our event. Lyle Avis, he's a high recovery tracker.
In our
In the
areas,
southeast.
well, the southeast, he's up
Yep.
towards Georgia, Columbus,
Okay.
Georgia.
Alex Hood, that's a Dogo Argentino that was
Where?
there testing.
That dog's from where?
She's a Dogo Argentino, so they that breed originates out of Argentina.
Whoa.
They are big dogs.
This is Judge Al Sherman with Mike Alguire and Bailey. They passed their UBT2 evaluation. This is one of our teams from over in Tallahassee area.
All right.
This is our banner for
I love this. This is for
this
next year.
already.
Next year.
We're already making big plans,
You're
man. We
already
got to
planning.
keep that fire hot.
It's the
That's what
first
we're
weekend
saying.
of March for next year.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
2023. Well, I'm going to put it on my calendar. Sure, we'll try to make that.
That picture there is Lane and Sweet Marceline. This is the end of Crystal's UBT3, so we're all celebrating. Man,
I'm not
it was
gonna
like
lie. I might have had a bug in my eye.
I was crying. I'm not gonna lie at all. We
Oh,
were shouting to the world. I lost my
Value
voice.
Pack, that was a sponsor for us. They donated dog food. It's what I use at my kennel. But we
Yes.
really appreciate all the sponsorship from everybody.
Okay.
Hey, I know that girl.
Who
Do
is
you know
that?
her?
That's Crystal and Dolly. So that with their awards, we had some awesome awards made. My buddy Leon Sapp, Butler Bowls. He made those custom bowl
It's
stands.
Tri-State Tracking Dog of the Year.
That's right.
forget it.
Just our group under the pavilion at Lily Pad. It's such a gorgeous place. So relaxing. It was beautiful. Andre up there talking.
Andre does a lot of a really good talk about safety. Safety
yeah.
first is his big thing,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of things that, you know, as trackers, that you handle situations a lot differently than you do hunting. And the number one rule as a tracker is always be in control of that track. You are no longer is the hunter in charge. You have to be in charge, and it's just for the safety of yourself, your dogs, and the hunters. Because once we get out there, we feel responsible for their safety. So we have to make sure that we are 100% in
Absolutely.
control.
Absolutely.
What are some of the biggest challenges to be in control? Well, I mean,
Well, you have to do crowd
As a
control.
woman, or
Yeah.
well, whatever.
Do crowd control, number one. Everybody has to understand that you are the boss because you have to
Yeah.
maintain control. But number two, nobody carries a gun except for us. Now, we will gladly hand it over, but it's for the safety of us and for the dog because in this situation, I do this 100 times in a month, you know. Well, most hunters may not do it but once in a lifetime. So if everybody has a gun, things can get way out of control. There was actually a young tracker in his 20s that was killed, what was it, last year? Hunter, deer jumps up, hunter's behind him, pulls a gun and shoots him in the back of the head and kills him instantly. So that's just straight up safety for ourselves and the dogs.
Okay. And you're at Lily Pad Adventures.
We can't say enough about.
I did say that because, you know, as a woman tracker, when you go out there to track a grown man's deer that
They
that
don't
has been
always
hunting
like
his
to
whole
listen.
life, they
Oh,
surely
okay.
don't like to always.
Yeah, who are these girls coming up here?
That's right.
Okay, I
That's
get you.
exactly
But
right.
we can't say enough about Lily Pad Adventures. Again, without them, our event would not have
Absolutely.
happened,
Yeah.
and it would not have gone as great as it did. They've got a beautiful venue out there.
Perfect venue.
And just the greatest people. They had somebody there with us every minute of the day. If we were awake, they were there saying, what do you need? How can I help you?
Absolutely.
Went
That's
above and beyond.
And there's
That's
so
cool.
much to do out there. You know, they do quail hunts. They're right there at the head spring of the Chipola River.
They
You
rent
can
cabins
paddle.
out. You can just
Cool.
go and rent a cabin and
Yeah.
stay the weekend.
Yep.
All right, and Tri-State Tracking and Recovery.
Yep, Tri-State Tracking Recovery. It's got my husband and I's number there, but that's a group that we found an admin on Facebook, Crystal and us, and we've got a whole group of
You
trackers
can
here
actually
to help
just go
Georgia,
on
Alabama,
and make a
Florida.
post. Hey, I need a tracker in this area,
Yep.
and we will make
Somebody's
sure
gonna
that you
help
get
you.
somebody.
Okay, and remember getting all this ready for next year. So,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's right.
What about this
So
one?
this is Brandon Smith and Winston, another one of our teams from our area, and upcoming UBT
great
judge. She's
young
apprentice right
team.
now.
Great to see
Cecilia
young
Steele.
people in it, you know.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And he's very dedicated.
Oh, absolutely.
I can tell I'm around some outdoorsmen, American flag and pickup trucks.
That's
It's
right.
like a
That's
country
right.
song.
Oh yeah, we started the day every morning with the pledge and a prayer.
Oh,
That's the
that's
way
awesome.
it works.
We sure did. There's Mr. Randy Vick, the legend himself, tracking legend of the year.
Probably the biggest tracking legend in the entire country. That man is,
Yeah.
he has forgot more than I will probably ever
He's,
know.
yeah, he's very well known,
Well,
very
cool.
humble though.
Oh.
Yes.
His dog Reba is actually who's on the back of our T-shirts.
Reba.
He lost her this season.
We're going to show that next
He's a
segment. I
good
want to talk
dog.
about that. Now, where's he from?
He's from Georgia.
Okay.
Southwest Georgia.
And they do a lot of outdoor stuff there. What about
Yeah.
this?
So that's headed back after Lane and Marceline passing their UBT2 evaluation. That's happy family there.
That's happy
the mom might have
faces.
been crying a little.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
it,
A
Lane
boy
with
and
his
his
dog.
dog.
I might have sent you too many pictures of Lane, so I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, let's see. Let me get back to it. Okay, well, anyway, what I'm setting back up, the biggest thing, let's see. This is a good picture here.
Oh yeah, so Lane, you know, hunters have different ways of marking their blood. You know, a lot of people take toilet paper, flagging tape, or whatever, leave a shirt, leave a hat. Lane had a bag of Skittles that he wanted to take
That's a
along
Skittle.
on the track.
I wonder if it's a golf
It
ball or
is a
what.
Skittle. It's a Skittle. I was marking blood with orange and yellow Skittles, and then he got to eat the rest on the way back to camp.
That's funny.
So.
Okay, we're going to take our final break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. First, let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at one time again, 11:32 to 1:32. We got so many other stories y'all tell me off the air. I've got to repeat some of them real quick. Y'all had a Saturday night auction, and you auctioned all kind of things off. But what's one of the things you auctioned off?
Yes, so we had an auction at our event, and I auctioned off, maybe without telling her, a guided beaver trapping tour with Crystal Gainey. I got good money for it, and some deer tracking trips.
And I got a good laugh.
You didn't know about it, did you?
I had no idea. She likes to rope me into these things, and I just go with the
She's
flow.
got to go trap beaver anyway. She might as well take help.
And you got $200-something?
$250, I
There you
think.
go.
And
Yeah.
hey, it helped pay for our event.
There you go.
I think the Messer family bought that trip.
So next year, could somebody just go up there for the auction and spend money?
Yes,
absolutely.
We're going to really put it
Please
this year.
spend some money.
How many places in America can you go get an auction for that real quick? And
That's
the beaver
right.
story real quick before we get back to pictures.
Yeah,
This morning.
my new joke is, why does the beaver cross the road?
Okay.
It doesn't. It fell off a Crystal Gainey's dog box.
what happened?
So she may have lost a beaver on the way here off the dog box.
Okay, you see.
We're not really sure. Somewhere between Vernon and
jumped.
At
Southport.
Southport. If you see a beaver this morning, so you know where it came
Just
from.
think about me.
He didn't cross the road.
Okay. Where are we on our pictures now? Okay, we did the golf balls. We're right here.
Yeah.
Okay, real
so
quick.
that Lane and his judges, Renee Baccar and Cecilia Steele at the end of his track, just shows the track and terrain. And
They come from Michigan and Texas.
Yeah, Michigan and Texas.
Those judges come all the way
West
from
Texas.
Michigan and West Texas to do the
That's so
guys.
cool.
Lane, you can tell I'm a proud mama. Just the pride in his eyes at the end of that test.
He's happy, isn't he?
He's so happy, you know. And that boy, he's grown up in the woods.
Cool.
We've carried him along before he would walk on tracks. Crystal and I'd put him on our back like backpack.
We'd show up at a track, and we literally had a guy one time say, "You mean to tell me you called a couple of girls and a bunch of dang house dogs to find my deer?" We both got a youngin' on our back and we pull up in the mom mobile. Hey, but we
that's
found
funny.
the deer.
And, okay, this next picture.
That was in front of
And
our
with his
banner,
ribbon.
our step and repeat banner with the ribbon.
Okay.
Yeah. We're giving her water, give a little break on the track. You're allowed to restart your dogs or give a break. That's Frankie and Mira, a couple of the dogs at the seminar. Some more of our award winners, our UBT certified passers. That's at the end of a track
event.
celebration. Yep.
Okay.
That
this is
just
cool.
shows, that shows some track and terrain out there at Lily Pad. They've got some gorgeous planted pines.
The way that we do the tracks is we have track and shoes where they secure a hoof only on the back of the shoe or the bottom of the shoe, however it's designed, and they only use a certain amount of blood according to if it's a UBT 1, a 2, or a 3.
Okay.
So they'll take a little bit of blood, but what these dogs are tracking is the hoof. They're not tracking the blood.
Yep.
So that's pretty important to know because a lot of people think that they're blood tracking dogs, but absolutely not. They are trained only on one specific hormone that deer puts out through its hooves. So they're not going to track any live deer. They don't want just any deer. They want that specific one that has been injured.
Actually, on Crystal's UBT3 test, they did a challenge that's called a star pattern. So it took 3 UBT judges actually to lay her test.
3
They
different
did
sets of
distractions.
hooves.
They used 3 sets of wounded deer hooves, and the one that she was tracking went through the center, and then the others.
Yeah,
No
and
way.
that way they were
Whoa.
trying to
And she
confuse
had
the
to
dog
stay.
to
Yeah.
see if she would get off on one of those other, even
Yeah.
though they were wounded deer.
She blew right through
She
it.
did
Crystal
not.
never even knew
Yeah,
that she
didn't
was
get
in
off
there
because she
either.
stuck with the one that she was started on.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
That is
very.
impressive. That really is. All right, this
Our
pic.
group in front of the lodge out at Lily Pad.
Okay.
We had a fantastic group of people
great
and dogs.
turnout.
There's
Oh,
Dolly,
yeah.
Darlin, and Crystal,
next-
Cecilia, and Renee.
That's Dolly with her awards for UBT
She's not
3
only passed the
certification
3, 1,
Tracking
2,
Dog
and
of the
3.
Year.
Those ribbons.
That's cool.
Lane and Marceline, she smiles. She's got the best cheese. Giving a speech about different breeds of dogs used for tracking, and that's Dee there. Jason Byer, one of our good friends, he's the upcoming tracker. Their first season will be this year, and she did fantastic, passed her test.
Wyatt Patterson,
and
local
June.
guy.
Oh, cool.
Another upcoming tracker. There's all of our award winners from this year.
In front of the lodge. And
Joey, McDonald, and Fetty, that's our green team of the year after they've passed their evaluation. There's
Okay.
Crystal and
That's me with a little
Katie
bug in my
Sanderson.
eye.
That was her UBT judge. There's only certain judges in the country that can do the UBT3 test, and Katie
Yeah.
Sanderson was the only one.
And
at
you
our
have to
event.
be, they have to pretty much approve you to even be able to try it.
That's
you know,
right.
you
It's like
can't.
an application
Yeah,
process.
you can't
almost.
just sign up
Just
to do it
jump up.
because it takes a lot of time for them to lay. It takes a lot of area for
Absolutely.
them. That test was 1,100 yards. You know, so yeah, it's an honor just to even be
They
able
were
to
also throwing
attempt it.
squeaky balls at the end,
Okay.
trying to distract her. That's
That's my moment
Logan,
of
Duke, and
pride.
Jeremy.
Who is this?
Holding Crystal up.
Okay.
UBT judge and my husband holding Crystal up. That was
Oh,
That was
I
after
like
my
that.
test,
after
man.
her
It was a
test.
big celebration.
Yeah, it's Lily. This is Wyatt.
Yeah, I keep
Chrissy
it.
and Caterpillar
Okay.
Puppy.
That's
Some of our
She's from Kentucky.
Yeah.
She came all the way
Tested
down
and drove
from
down from
Kentucky to
Kentucky.
test with us here. I mean,
Oh.
it's a pretty big deal.
our group in front of the lodge.
Wow,
yeah.
y'all did have a great crowd for the
Beautiful
first
group.
time
Yeah.
ever.
And that's
First event.
probably not half of the people. We waited so late in the day
Yeah.
before we could get everybody
Yeah.
together to take the picture because we were so busy running that a good amount of our people had already left. That's just a part of them. We had such a great turnout, and we're going to do even bigger and better next year.
Well, I'll tell you what, we have pictures left, but we're gonna run out. We only got a couple of pictures. Okay, real quick.
Yeah, that's just us in front of the Step and Repeat banner. Go to the night picture.
Okay.
We were one of the only events in the country that has done the night testing, and we will be offering that again next year. It's going to
Okay.
be a big deal. We're going to make the night testing even bigger and better. It's a big thing in the South, tracking at nighttime. So.
Okay.
And it gets so hot during the day, you
Yep.
know, and it is a different beast for your dogs at night than it is during the day.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, we're gonna run out of time. We've got so much more to cover, and next time y'all come on, we're gonna talk about what the people can be doing now to get ready for next year.
Absolutely.
That's right.
But
That's
we've
right.
run out of time again.
Hey.
Thank y'all.
We like to talk.
I love it. Thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. Support these outdoor activities like this. Do something good today for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.